Good evening. The Minister for Fisheries and the Blue Economy, Jean-François Ferrari, has announced that the local authorities are at the moment doing verification procedures of the credentials from the captains of 8 Chinese fishing vessels after they were found close to Providence Island. But there was no proof of illegal fishing in Seychelles waters. The captains claimed that they were on their way to fish in Madagascar when they were caught in bad weather last Friday and had to seek shelter in Seychelles. If all goes well, one of or several fishing processing plants will become operational in a new fish processing zone at Ile du Port. The Minister for Fisheries and Blue Economy, Jean-François Ferrari, has his Principal Secretary, Roy Clarisse, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Seychelles Fishing Authority, Nicole Elizabeth, met with potential investors on site this morning to discuss the project. The zone in question is approximately 70,000 square meters and it used to stack up coral fill for sale to the public.
This is an important date, an important milestone in the development of fisheries in Seychelles. We have designated this whole area as a fish processing zone. We have opened expressions of interest for investors, local and foreign, to come and participate in the development of that zone. Today, we brought them on site, 7 of them who have pre-qualified. They have submitted their bids and they are pre-qualified for that development. So we have invited them to come in and to see that we are serious about making available land. We also told them that we will be making available infrastructure development, roads and electricity and water and wastewater treatment. This should work in parallel. But at the same time, there will be a new quay development that will be completed, hopefully at the same time. And when this is done, hopefully we'll have one of the most modern fish processing zones in the Indian Ocean and maybe in the world.
S4 and S5 students who will be sitting for international exams only will return to school on Monday, the 24th of May. The school will, however, remain closed for physical education and to other students until the 31st of May. The Ministry of Education made this announcement in a press meeting this afternoon at its headquarters at Montfleury. The decision to postpone the school reopening was taken in consultation with the Ministry of Health following the high COVID-19 cases in the country. Primary 6 students from the independent school and A-level students are expected to resume classes on Monday.
We expect only the S4, S5 who are registered to go to school. The schools will prepare a schedule for them, a special timetable for next week. For the students. In terms of private schools, we know that independent schools, they also have P6 sitting for international exam, so the P6 will also be on campus. All measures are being taken with regards to the guidelines in place to ensure safety of students and also for contact tracing. For further details with regards to the resumption of face-to-face teaching for all of the students, we will communicate next week in a press conference.
The Electoral Commission says that it has cancelled the registration of l'Alliance Cécillois as a political party because the party was not complying with the Elections Act and Political Party Act. The party no longer appears on the Commission's webpage and it is in the process of being liquidated by a liquidator the Commission has appointed.
L'Alliance Cécillois political party had not notified the Commission of any changes in regards to its officers and office bearers, and there are no evidence that the party still exists in terms of committee members. This shows that the party is indeed in failure to comply with the Political Party Act under Section 9 and Section 11 of the Act. The party also failed to present its financial documents to the Commission when the Commission was drafting its its report on funds and expenses of each political party during the last elections in October last year. During a press conference this morning, the Chief Electoral Officer, Manuela Amsbury, said that the Commission contacted the leader of the party, Patrick Pillay, and explained the situation, but is yet to get a response.
Our record shows, evidence shows, based on investigation conducted, that at present, Mr. Pillay, all office bearers except Mr. Pillay, have resigned. So mainly, this is why we have cancelled the resolution of political parties. But l'Alliance Cécilloise is not the first political party to be cancelled. In 2020, 3 political parties were cancelled, and this year, so far, 2 political parties have been cancelled. The Commission, at this point in time, we will want to urge all political parties to ensure that they are in compliance with the Political Parties Act and the Elections Act.
The Commission has appointed a liquidator to dissolve all of the party's assets, including the return of 18,000 rupees given by the Commission as funds for campaigning during the last elections. Meanwhile, the Commission will continue its work to ensure that registered political parties are in compliance with the Elections Act and the Political Party Act.
The Air Seychelles chartered flight that flew the Australian cricket team back to Australia early this week returned to the country last night. The cricket team was meant to participate in the Cricket Premier League that India was hosting, but the competition got cancelled at the last minute in view of the rising COVID-19 cases in India. The team had to go to the Maldives for quarantine and wait for the lifting of restrictions that the Australian government had imposed on people travelling from India. Air Seychelles was therefore chartered by the Indian Board for Control for Cricket to fly the team from Maldives to Sydney. The CEO of Air Seychelles, Remco Althius, says that those flights are profitable for the economy.
It is the right aircraft for the right segment, the right trip at the right time. We have brand new A320neos, and we have, it's a bit technical, but we have 180-minute ETOPS certification, which is a very high technical standard that allows us to fly over big stretches of water for a long time. Given the fact that we have these NEOs with the ETOPS certification, allowed us to offer a very competitive price, because the other airlines would have to send a wide-body aircraft like a Boeing 787 or an A330, which increases the cost of the trip, because it was only 38 people. So if you have to send an aircraft with 300 seats for 38 people, it becomes incredibly expensive. We have been doing a few sports charters, so also the customers that we are working with know that we can deliver on these projects.
We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. Good evening.